Shalom, all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect worldwide. Shalom to the hopeful elect worldwide, and this is an article from Reuters. I have another one also, which is a little bit newer, but this is from December 15, so this is 3 months ago, okay, January, February, March, this is 3 months ago, and so we can see that the border, which is a long border, is a 1,300 kilometer border between Russia and Finland. Russia has been having its little tactics with pushing out these asylum seekers to Finland in a record numbers, and is trying to harass Finland in this way to show its disappointment of Finland joining NATO. And because of the Second World War and the history between Finland and Russia, a large majority of the Finns here in Finland, they don't like Russians. They have bywords for them, and they don't trust them. They speak evil of them, and they especially hate Putin. Okay, and they also are, afraid of a possible Russian attack on Finland. The people over here always say that Russia is so unpredictable, and you never know what they have in mind. And the Russians, they are a different kind of race. They are different kind of a people. This is what the Finnish people always say, man. And so it's getting pretty heated. Okay, it's getting pretty heated, and we know these are the events of World War III. And as earlier today, the brothers from Holland and Germany, the brother Tasaba and Tasawa, made a video on GMS South Holland that I don't remember how it was worded, but the division will lead to its downfall. Something like that was the title of the video. And they even mentioned that how the European Union, NATO countries are divided against how they want to deal with Russia, and how these are all, end-time prophecies. Okay? These are all end-time prophecies. So let me read from this article. I will move quick and just point anything out that comes to mind. So the title is that more asylum seekers rush to Finland from Russia before border reclosure. So actually from December, Finland closed the border between Russia, and this is something that has, of course, made the relations colder. These relations right now, as cold that they are with Russia, it has not been in a long time. Okay, and of course Russia is not happy with it, and they have been making it clear that they see Finland as an unfriendly nation. Okay, so we're seeing the tensions rising up, because these are the times of war and not times of peace. There is different times, as it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3. So let me show some pictures. Cars wait at Vaalimaa border checkpoint between Finland and Russia in Virolahti, which this is the most southern border. Let me actually show it at this point. Vaalimaa is in the municipality of Virolahti, and when you look at the map, it's there, you know, this red dot in the south, the southeast of Finland, and this is the most southern, you know, land border they have. Okay, so as you can see from the map, the border is very large with Finland, and actually, you know, as it says here, we go to Vaalimaa. It also speaks about, you know, Viborg, okay, which Viborg in Finnish it's Viipuri, as you can say, Finnish Viipuri. This is an area that actually used to belong to Finland, but Russia annexed this area during World War III times. Let me see if I can find something. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Okay, this from Wikipedia on Viborg. So Finland declared independence from Russia in 1917, after which Viborg became its second most significant city after Helsinki, and represented internationally as its most multicultural city. During World War II, Viborg's population was evacuated and the town was ceded to the Soviet Union. So it was annexed by the Russians, okay, by the Soviet Union. And even to this day, there is these people from Viborg area, you know, scattered all over Finland, which, you know, it used to be part of Finland. In 2010, Viborg was conferred the status of City of Military Glory by Russian President Dmitry Medvedev. Okay, so you can see the history between Finland and Russia, which this is just a tiny aspect of it, and can show you why you know the relations are not very warm. So here we can see history, okay, history affiliations. First it was part of Sweden, then Tsardom of Russia, okay, then it was part of Russia, yeah, and from 1917 it was, yeah, here when it says Grand Duchy of Finland, it's basically Finland under Russia, because Finland before its independence was under Russia, okay, and then it says Finland in 1917 to 1918, then from 1918 to 1940 Finland, and then it was back with Soviet Union, then with Finland from 1941 to 44, and then with Soviet Union from 1994 onwards, and then 1991 with Russians. Okay, so here we can see that yeah, let me read this real quick. Yeah, over here. During the Winter War between the Soviet Union and Finland in 1939 to 1940, over 70,000 people were evacuated from Viborg to other parts of Finland. Okay, so this is 80 years ago. So there's many people whose parents were from this area. Okay, this Viipuri or Viborg were evacuated from Viborg to other parts of Finland. The Winter War was concluded by the Moscow Peace Treaty, which stipulated the transfer of Viborg to Soviet control and the whole Karelian Isthmus, and those places were emptied of their residents to Soviet control. Okay? So I just put up this map concerning Karelia, which is Karjala in Finnish, and here you can see the border, which is the border of today, but before this Karjala region used to belong to Finland. And here you can see this Viipuri or Viborg, okay, and also you have Käkisalmi and Laatokka. These are all Finnish names. Käkisalmi, Viipuri, Laatokka. These are Finnish language names, but now they belong to Russia. Okay. Yeah. I also wrote this Karelian Isthmus, which it mentioned. You can see Vyborg, Finland, Russia. Lake Ladoga, this is Laatokka Lake. Just northward of this orange point is Laatokka Lake. Okay. This part south of it is the Karelian Isthmus. Okay. Which let's go back to the Wikipedia when it yeah, Karelian Isthmus. Yeah, during the Winter War. Yes, I read this already. Yeah, so let's just go to the point where it mentions the Karelian Isthmus. Okay, the Winter War was concluded by the Moscow Peace Treaty, which stipulated the transfer of Vyborg to Soviet control and the whole Karelian Isthmus, and those places were emptied of their residents to Soviet control. Okay. This is crazy. But you know, Finland actually was a big ally of the Nazis, of the Nazi Germany. This is something they never want to speak about here in Finland. So Finnish population, some 10,000 people, had to be evacuated in haste before the handover, okay, from the Karelian Isthmus from Finland to hand it to the Russians. Thus, practically the whole population of Finnish Vyborg was resettled elsewhere in Finland. The town became the administrative center of Vyborgsky district. The evacuees from Finnish Karelia, okay, came to be a vociferous political force, and their wish to return to their homes was an important motive when Finland sought support from Nazi Germany against the Soviet Union. As a result, Finland fought with Nazi Germany as a co-belligerent during the Second World War. Okay. So I'm not going to read all of this history, but yeah, basically Russia got this so-called Karelian Isthmus. Okay, so this Karelia. Yeah, as you can see here, historical Finnish Karelia is in blue. The territory in modern day Finland in dark blue. Okay, so this blue is the historical Finnish Karelia, and the parts which are dark blue, they belong to Finland even today, but the parts that show in lighter blue was historically part of Finland, but not anymore. Okay, not anymore. And there you can see the lake Laatokka. Okay. these pictures all, they basically they just show the same thing. So because of this history, the war between Russia in Second World War, this why I bring it up is because this was 80 years ago, so there is still some veterans who are alive today. You know, they are very old, like 100 years old or something, and their descendants, there's many. So this is something that they still have in their mind, very much so. Okay, okay, very much so. And even actually my maternal family is from here, Ilomantsi, which is literally at the border of Russia. Okay. Yeah, my maternal so-called Edomite side of the family, but of course we know the nationality is determined by father, and my father is an Israelite, so but just yeah, mentioning this. Okay, so let me just move forward with the article. So these are just some pictures from the Virolahti, the most southern border. Some migrants arriving. Okay. So Helsinki, December 15. Finland closed again its border with Russia on Friday evening at 1800 GMT for a month after more than 300 asylum seekers entered from Russia within 2 days, the Finnish border guard said. The Nordic country reopened 2 border crossings on Thursday to allow travel between the 2 countries after a 2-week total closure, but the Finnish government decided the same day to close them again on Friday after the inflow of asylum seekers restarted as soon as the border restrictions were relaxed. Okay? Some 900 asylum seekers from nations such as Kenya, Morocco, Pakistan, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen entered Finland from Russia in November, an increase from less than 1 per day. Okay, so there before was 1 per day asylum seeker arriving, and in November there was 900. So that is 300. So that is 30 per day. Yeah, 30 per day. Yeah, 30 per day. So it got like 30-fold. Yeah. Helsinki says the inflow of asylum seekers arriving via Russia is an orchestrated move by Moscow in retaliation for Finland's decision to increase defense cooperation with the United States. The Kremlin denies this. Okay, so basically, because Finland joined NATO, this is why Russia is doing it. They deny it, but of course it is there because Putin said that actually with Finland there is no problems, or there was no problems before Finland joined NATO, but now there will be. That is what he said. So this is part of that those mentioned problems. And Finland wish that NATO protects them. That if anything happened, then NATO would step in. But yeah, Russia is on a whole nother level. Even people over here, they think the NATO countries moving together could take down Russia. I think not. I think not. It depends of the situation, but these Russians, they are warriors, man, and they have the capabilities. Especially if it's without United States. If it would be the European countries in NATO against Russia, I don't see there being any chance. But now with United States involved, they have this nuclear missile threat as well. So, and this is what this world is going into. Now, a very big thing in November is this presidential elections in United States, which Trump is looking like Trump will be re-elected, and he don't care about NATO that much. And Yahweh this is the fulfillment of Revelation 17 when the beast shall hate the whore. Okay, so the European Union countries, the NATO countries, they're going to hate the United States and also attack against it. Okay, so this is now all coming together. You know, everything that the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down have been prophesying for years, for decades, is now coming into fruition in these times. So this article is actually from 3 days ago. Yeah, now it's March 18th. Yeah, 3 days ago. Finland moves to block asylum seekers from entering via Russia. Okay, let's read it. Helsinki, March 15, Reuters. Finland plans to adopt temporary legislation that will allow its border authorities to block asylum seekers seeking to enter its territory from Russia, the government said on Friday. Finland closed all crossing on its 1,340 kilometer, 830-mile border with Russia late last year amid a growing number of arrivals who lacked valid documents to enter the European Union. However, a few asylum seekers have continued to arrive, and the government believes the numbers could rise significantly with the advent of spring and rise in temperatures. Helsinki accuses Moscow of funneling migrants to the border, to a claim the Kremlin has denied. Okay, but of course, you know, they are doing it. Finland has been the target of instrumentalized migration. Russian authorities have not only failed to intervene in this phenomenon, but have even facilitated it, Prime Minister Petteri Orpo said. And this Prime Minister, this dude is a total loser. Even his last name Orpo, it means an orphan. And this dude is just a straight up loser. It's just a straight up low life, you know. The proposed legislation will now be sent out for comment and then to Parliament for consideration, Orpo said, adding that the government hoped it would be approved as soon as possible. So they want completely to even deny the asylum seekers entry to Finland. Finland must be prepared for the possibility that Russia will exert prolonged pressure, the Interior Ministry said in a statement. So now they say more than 1.3 thousand asylum seekers have arrived between August and December last year. Okay, and before it was just one per day. Let's read this one. In February, a month ago, Interior Minister Mari Rantanen said the authorities had information that thousands of people were on the Russian side waiting to travel to Finland. So there's more. Finland annoyed Russia last year by abandoning its long-held position of military non-alignment and joining the NATO alliance in response to Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Okay, so it's all coming down. It's all coming down. We're hearing about wars and rumors of war. We are hearing about love vaccine code. Let me end this video with that scripture, Matthew 24, verse 12. You know, this is talking about the end times of this wicked system of today. Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, so let me read it in NLT. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. So the relation between Finland and Russia is very cold. You know, we're seeing Israel-Hamas, we're seeing Russia-Ukraine, we're seeing China, you know, China-US relations being very cold, and this is the fulfillment of end-time prophecy. So with this, I want to say Shalom.